Hey YouTube family, how you guys doing? Hope this video is finding you all doing well. So tonight was kind of a neck swap night. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is my hybrid Strat. Alright, and this is the neck that came with that Strat. That was a Mexican special edition Stratocaster back in the day. If anybody of you saw my video about it early on, it was in Hurricane Fiona at my school. The roof over the music room got ripped off in the hurricane and a bunch of instruments got ruined. And this was one of the instruments that they were going to, the cleanup crew was going to throw in the garbage. So I saw it leaning up against the bin and I just grabbed it and threw it in my truck because I wasn't going to let them ruin that. I had to strip it totally. Anyway, you can go back and watch the video about that. But anyway, so this was the neck that came on it. And this neck, just like most Mexican Strats, was covered in a thick layer of polyurethane. So when I did the modifications to convert it to a hybrid Strat, and you can see a video about this too, I stripped the poly off this neck. So now this neck is really nice. It's just an oiled, a plain bare wood neck that's oiled. I used, for you French people, it's huile d'abrasin, which is tung oil. It turned out great. It was fantastic. Leveled all the frets, everything was good. However, there was so much poly on this neck. When I took it off, the neck no longer fit snugly in the pocket. So when I took this neck and put it on the Strat, it was okay. I don't know if you can see that. If I line this up perfect, do you see how wider the neck in behind it is? It's just a smidge wider. So this neck was loose in the pocket and it would actually shift like this. So you had to make sure it was perfectly straight. I had to add a little shim in there to kind of, assure that it was straight. And, it worked. But I kind of, in the back of my mind, I kind of always had this feeling that it wasn't perfect. I didn't really like the fact that now the neck was thin. So for you modders out there, keep in mind, if you're going to mod your necks, if you're going to do some changes and get rid of the poly, keep in mind that these fender necks, they are measured for the pocket size with the coats of poly on the neck. All right. Otherwise, it would be too thick, because there is a heck of a thick layer of poly on these things. Anyway, it's a beautiful neck. It works great. However, it was loose in the pocket, so I decided to take it off. Now, this IYV had this fender neck on it, because when my original IYV neck twisted, I took it to a friend of mine who's a luthier, and he had this neck that he had ordered for a build that he was making, but he ordered the wrong one. Instead of being a slim C profile, this was like the big chunky 50s style neck, but it's a 12 radius. Oh, the other thing I didn't like about this neck is it's a 9.5 radius. I'm just not used to a 9.5 radius neck. All my guitars have 12s. I think this Lux is like a 14. It might be even flatter than that. And then these are 9.5 to 12. Yeah, music guitars. So this neck was a 12 radius and it was a Strat neck and it was plain, like just satin finish, no poly on it at all. So just for fun tonight, I took the neck off of this guitar, my IYV, just to see if it would fit. And lo and behold, it fit perfectly. It's nice and tight. Anyway, I bolted it on. The holes lined up. So there's another little fact for you. The IYV pocket holes are exactly in the same spot as a Fender Strat Mexican. Exactly. I didn't have to re-drill, plug these holes or anything. I just put the neck on, put the plate in the back, and they lined right up. It's bang on. It plays fantastic. So, and it feels like a real hybrid Strat. It's a Strat body, but with the Tele pickup in there and this big chunky Tele neck. It's just fantastic. So, now I need a neck for this thing. So a while back, I called Musi and I asked them if they would be so kind as to sell me a neck. And after, you know, some negotiating and all this stuff, I was able to send them a payment, and they did send me a neck. So this is a neck that you would normally find on a Musi Classic Yellow. I just customized, I painted it. So I did the paint. It looks good from here, but from close, it's not fantastic. But it's pretty good. It turned out all right. So now I was originally thinking I'm gonna put this Musi neck, which these necks are fantastic, in the IYV. So another fact that you guys may or may not know is the IYV pockets and the Musi pockets and the Earth pockets and possibly the Lux pocket. I don't know. I haven't measured that one yet. They're all bigger. They're all wider than a Fender style pocket. So when this neck that is now on my Strat, this Fender neck that's now on my Strat, was on the IYV, my luthier friend had to shim it. So this is a shim because the pocket was too big for the neck. Now that I've corrected that problem, if I install this neck in that pocket, it's a perfect fit. It's nice and tight, and it goes in there like perfectly. Now you're saying, well, it doesn't look like it's going in there. Well, no, because there's a truss rod wheel on this, and I need to cut a notch out of this. So I've measured where the notch needs to go, right there. However, I was second guessing myself, which I thought, I wasn't going to make a video about this, but then I thought I should maybe check with you guys because I really appreciate your comments. So I have another idea now. Since the spacing here is pretty close, I might even have to route a little bit of this pickup ring to get that to fit properly. Since that route is, you know, it's going to be a little bit tight, I got the idea to possibly put the Musi neck on my Nashville Tele from Two Bike Mike, because I'm pretty sure that the width of this neck is the same as the Musis and the Earths and the IYVs. So I think this neck would just drop in perfectly into the IYV. And I'm almost willing to bet that all these holes would line up as well. But I don't know. And then this Musi neck, I could put on the Nashville Tele. So black body, black headstock. I think it would look kind of cool. And, oops, I'm just putting that neck back. And there's more room here between the pickup and the bottom of this cavity. Like if I was to take a chunk out of this for a truss rod wheel, there's lots of room here because this overlaps the fretboard by quite a bit. So I could do that. Anyway, guys, it's kind of a neck swapping time here at the J-Man residence. So I'm just gonna mull this over for now. That thing worked out great. Like that neck, that combination is perfect. I'm not touching that. But I have this extra neck and it needs to go somewhere. So yeah, you guys shoot me a message. Tell me what you do. All you guitar modders out there, I would appreciate your advice. Lots of choices. Either way, it'll all be good.